The Lantern of the Lost. In the village of Willowbrook, there was a legend about an old lantern that could light the way for lost souls. It was said that this lantern had been created by the first villagers long ago, who wanted to help travelers find their way home, even in the darkest of nights. The lantern was hidden deep in the woods, far from the village, and only a few brave souls had ever dared to search for it. Mia, a young girl with a heart full of adventure, had always been intrigued by the stories of the lantern. She loved to listen to the older villagers tell tales of the mysterious light that could guide anyone lost, no matter where they were. Some said the lantern was magical, while others believed it was simply a symbol of hope. Mia didn't know what was true, but she decided that one day she would find it for herself. One foggy evening, when the sky was a deep purple and the moon was barely visible, Mia decided it was time. She packed a small bag with bread, water, and a blanket and set off toward the woods. Her heart raced with excitement as she walked deeper into the forest, her footsteps crunching on the fallen leaves. The trees whispered in the wind, and the air was thick with mystery. Mia could feel the magic of the forest all around her. As she walked, Mia felt a strange sensation that someone was watching her. She turned quickly, but there was no one there. The path ahead seemed darker now, and the fog made it hard to see. But Mia wasn't afraid. She trusted that the lantern would guide her, just as the stories had promised. After walking for what felt like hours, Mia stumbled upon a small clearing. In the center of the clearing, she saw something glowing faintly through the mist. It was a lantern, just as the stories had described. The lantern hung from a tall branch, casting a soft, golden light around the clearing. It was beautiful and warm, like a welcoming hug from the night itself. Mia approached the lantern slowly, her heart pounding in her chest. As she reached out to touch it, the lantern began to sway gently, and the light grew brighter. The fog seemed to lift, and Mia saw something incredible. A path had appeared in front of her, leading deeper into the forest. It was as if the lantern had created the way. She followed the glowing path, which twisted and turned through the trees. The light from the lantern guided her every step, showing her the way even in the darkest parts of the forest. As Mia walked, she felt an overwhelming sense of peace and safety. The magic of the lantern was real. After a long while, the path led Mia to the edge of the forest, where she saw the lights of her village in the distance. The lantern's glow began to fade, and Mia knew her journey was complete. She had found the lantern, and it had shown her the way home. But as Mia turned to thank the lantern, she saw something strange. The lantern wasn't there anymore. It had disappeared, leaving only a small trail of glowing dust behind it. Mia smiled, knowing that the lantern's magic would always be with her, guiding her whenever she needed it. From that night on, Mia never felt lost again. She knew that sometimes the light we seek is already inside us, waiting to show us the way.